Oh, sorry about that. ASNARP, AX, I was just organizing, I was just sending stuff out, but, sending out stream links to whoever would, be willing to listen to me. But yeah, today wasn't a banner day for me either. Work was honestly kind of, harrowing. So... Song? If I knew how to do so, I definitely would. Also, welcome, Song. Also, welcome, Uni. Oh wait, chat appearance. Is this it? Is this it? Readable colors, no. Shoot. Well, I can get into chat appearance, but I can't seem to set it to night. Shooty patooties. One moment. I already need to put on the, the Waterworld map music. My personal favorite intermission music of choice. Oh, the little dude at the upper right. That gives me the users in the chat. Little dude, you say. Shoot. I can't find it. Oh, God. Stupid. I can Twitch real good. Alright, I need to look this up. Twitch. Okay, light dark theme, clicker profile, icon, and sorry folks, technical difficulties. Okay, it should be in the browser. Non-mod settings, that might help also. Hang on, I think I got it. Oh, it defaults to night mode for you? Huh. Well, now that is weird. Okay, light theme, dark theme, upper... Oh! There we go. Only the pop-out chat is not dark. Let me just check something. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Behold! Much better. Much better. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are, bingo fuel. Alrighty, sorry for a delay there. Let's play some Metal Slug. Hey, no problem, Song. It definitely looks a lot cooler, too.
Metal Slug!
So, yeah. From here on out... we do the thing. We do the thing in dark mode. But yeah, for those who are new to Metal Slug, this is how you play the game. SNK's Neo Geo games always had the explanation. Oh, X, hang on, shoot. My favorite Metal Slug character. Theo feels like too easy an answer, but, you know, everyone likes Theo, and so do I. Cute, glasses girl. Might be waifu bait, but, like, you know.
Mission 1.
But, oops. Oh, God. Hang on. Hey, Aries cool too? Although you have to play either Marco or Toma in the first game. By default, Aerie and Theo didn't exist yet.
Thank you.
And yeah, she does look a lot like Peggy. The one character that no one remembers in Ace Attorney. Anyway, I'll be honest, I feel like Metal Slug 1 is the best in the series. It's so bad. Over the years, I've come to like Metal Slug One the most because it is relatively speaking, it is the fairest game in the series. It is the only one that I can conceivably see myself pulling a 1 credit clear on someday if I had enough practice. The other games really feel like they're way out of my skill level, especially 3. Metal Slug 2 is really damn good as well. It's kind of ridiculous in the last stage, but it's a great ride until then. Gordito, you're right. I don't think those scuba guys with the missiles appear in later games. That's pretty bizarre, if I do say so. God damn, this game is gorgeous. Even today. Maybe 4 did, I don't know. 4 is terrible and a total asset reuser. But yeah, the first boss is this gigantic immobile boat, which... It's funny, this is the largest boss in the game. The final boss is the smallest boss in the game. I like the little irony that plays around with that. Wow, I didn't even get a chance to use the ground. Yeah, 7 XX is maybe a little bit of a limp ending to the series. Although I weighed on whether or not I liked it more than 6. Metal Slug 6 starts out pretty good, but like Metal Slug 5, like Metal Slug 3, the final mission is a slog. A very unfun slog that I hated. Tetsuyuki means Snow Fortress. Nice. That is a pretty badass name, I gotta say. Yeah, that's a good question. If there was a ROM hack that allowed for the ladies to play, that would be pretty rad. But Marco's cool. I like Marco's too. Nobody liked Trevor and Nadia, the new characters, who replaced Karma and Aerie in Metal Slug 4. That's because they actually had melee attacks that were different than the other characters and completely disadvantageous. Oh! You mean, Gordito, they played around with Metal Slug being entirely in the tank? I can see that. That would be pretty cool. Jesus, I'm having a lot of close brushes with Death Beam.
Rocket launcher.
Oops, don't fall in. The rocket launcher's strength is in its penetrative power, but it might be the weakest sub-weapon, to be honest. Still, it's better to have than your pistol. And it's also before we got the goofier announcer who said Rocket Launcher. And yeah, the reflections are really cool. This game is just... I mean, war is hell and all, but it's also gorgeous in this case. That would have been interesting if it was tank only. And I do think the game was at its best when you're in the tank, so I wonder if they should have kept that. But the humans do feel pretty flexible, all things considered. Makes sense given Nazca's pedigree. This is true. They did make In the Hunt, if I'm not mistaken. Or, well, whatever team that Irem did while they were still, well, at Irem. I don't know exactly how the chronology comes in. The shotgun is so cool. I love it. Every game I get, I feel like I'm on a total power trip. And you don't get it nearly enough, because of course it does. I mean, I still like the heavy machine gun. It's much better having the pistol. But that's the weapon you gotta deal with half the time. It is to this game as the dagger is to Castlevania. No, the dagger sucks. That's a terrible analogy. I'm sure I could think of a better one, but it's not coming to me now. And yeah, I'd say it's better than the Doom Shotgun. But is it better than Doom 2's Super Shotgun is the question. Also, I should totally play some Doom on here someday. I really need to. Would anyone be up for me streaming Doom and Doom accessories in the future? Oh, here comes Morden. Doom trees. Thank you, Song. I would have a lot of fun with it. And I'd be sure to stream what I think are some of the more worthwhile megawads created by people later in Doom's life. Especially Skillsaw. Man, Skillsaw is the friggin' best. Sonic River Blast 2, you know, that's not a bad idea. It just might. Total conversions would be pretty cool to stream as well. Hey, squirrels!
Mission 3.
I like squirrels. They just go bouncing across. Anyway, first 2 stages without losing a life, I'm sure it's going to change. Stage 3 is a significant boost up in difficulty. Yeah, Lucas. The only thing that this game needs is Neko Arc. But that's a little unfair because I don't think Neko Arc existed in 1996. Actually, I forget when CPP made it originally was. Uh-oh. I'll have to check that link out later. I'm not flying out with some videos. Anyway, this jump kinda sucks. Just gotta be careful with it. I was doing a little test play and I blew it yesterday. Oh no you don't. I said, oh no you don't. There we go. So, there's been debates I've been seeing recently about Contra versus Metal Slug. They're both fantastic games, but I do have to admit I'm much more of a Contra mark. I'm just not as good as Metal Slug, and if I'm not as good as a game, then I don't love it as much. I know that's a really stupid A is A sort of utilitarian sort of way to see things, but it is what it is. Oh god. Something interesting. Alan here, Alan O'Neill as he's known as, he can't fire straight up. He can only fire upward diagonally. And for some reason he refuses to come up to the top plateau. So basically you just gotta rain fiery death down on him and make sure he doesn't get too far one direction. Which franchise is mismanaged more? Well, I'd say that Road Corps definitely beats out Contra. A massive piece of shit that game was. Oh boy, it was not good. I tell you what. I admit I never played it, and they say you shouldn't criticize games you've never played, but I don't want to play. When? And what with Konami getting into NFTs now, I don't think I ever will. So, blow that with a side of toast. Oh god. Jeez, my reflexes ain't so bad tonight. Nice little detail, you blow up the building here, and soldiers go flying out in the front. No fucking thanks indeed. Contra with Monster Hunter rules. Well, I thought Mercenary Kings was alright, so maybe it's not the worst idea. I know you hated that at least. Sorry. Gotta admit, not the biggest fan of Monster Hunter. I tried to get into it like 3 or 4 times, and it just bounces off me. And I kind of wish that Capcom would focus on other series. Resident Evil's fun, although Village is a weird game, and I'm not sure if I totally liked it. No, I did like it. It's in my top 20 games of last year. But I did not like it as much as Resident Evil 7. I can assure you that.
Thank you.
Ow. Oh, boy. Ooh, this is getting a little toasty. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I think scaling abilities, I think Art of Fighting. Bombs ahoy! That's how that goes, right? Dead!
Rocket launcher.
Wow! I didn't think that would be that effective. I didn't even give it a chance to fire its laser blast. Jeez, I almost look like I know what I'm doing here. Well, the first 3 stages haven't beaten without me continuing, but I don't intend to once see this. I think I can beat it in 5 credits or less, though. Maybe even under 3. I don't know. I did indeed do it. Tanyo meaning Valley. Nice. Yeah, I'm a mark for Legends, and I know that X is as well. So, it's a real shame Capcom just doesn't want to acknowledge it. And I don't think we're ever getting Legends 3, and the world isn't a perfect and shitty place. But I guess Street Fighter 6 is coming out soonish. Nah, actually, we know Duty Squad about that. I gotta say this. I really hope they don't go with dimps again for Street Fighter 6. I'm honestly kind of tired of dimps by now. I mean, they work for 4, and if I get that guy up there, my tank will get stuck. This happened last time, so I just gotta remember. I'm not jumping out for those either. Oh, shit. You know, for all the vehicles in this game, it's the normal soldiers that honestly scare me the most. They're much faster, less predictable. And wow, really gory when he blowed him to hell. Yeah, those leaping infantrymen can actually jump onto my tank and maybe hit me in the inside. Snarbu, I'm gonna punch you for suggesting that. Don't give him any ideas. I don't want Capcom to become Cryptcom. And yeah, the animation is gorgeous. See, I really do love Metal Slug. I mean, I love Contra more, but this is still a really fantastic game in many respects.
Thank you.
Come on. Yeah. And there's the chopper. Let's see if I can keep it. No guarantees I can. Or will. Ah, some gas for my ass. Ah, nuts. Damn you, heavy machine gun. Oh well. Dimps is a dumb name. Hey, Dyer! How's it going, friend? Whoops. Oh boy. Better watch out for that. Oh, those guys are just going to wander off screen. Too bad. Oh well. Yeah, 4 indeed made a lazy asset muse out of those gun towers because that's what 4 does. Wow! Wowie, wow, wow. Well, that's 4 stages beaten without dying so far. I know that's going to change. Damn.
Mission complete.
Death Strike, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'll turn it down just a little bit more. I did indeed just say wowie wow wow. This stage is infested with human soldiers. And, oh, what? Hey! I didn't know I could jump up there! That's a platform? Anyway, I hate the assholes with bazookas. They just fire way too quickly. So quickly, indeed. Okay, tell me that wasn't bullshit, though. But yeah, this level is pretty madcap. I'm sure I'm going to continue with it, but I'll do the best with... Oh god, these stupid rockets. These homemade custom rockets, as it were. Ah, there's... Yeah. I know, I should have destroyed cars. I'm doing... no, I did not know that was a platform, Mordito. I had no reason to believe it was until I got stuck on it. Yeah, hey, you can get one-ups in Contra. Oh, yeah. I don't want to lord any superiority, but maybe I should play the arcade Contra after, I don't know. That would be kind of a fun contrast. Ah, Vivus. Jeebus Christos. I have to jump a lot with the tank, and his jumping's a little slow. I'm trying to think where I first saw Metal Slug, and yeah, it would be fun to watch me suffering for it. Well, sounds like a plan then. So yeah, if you think Stage 5 is bad, I assure you the final level is even worse. Ooh, boy. Boo! Okay, good. Yeah, I really can't remember where I saw the first Metal Slug. I mean, I had an Aladdin's Castle arcade back in the day. Fuck me with a laser. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh. Darn indeed, I can say. Oh, here comes the Iron Notana. And I'm out of bombs. And this boss is an asshole. Yeah, that's my record, and that's the record that corresponds to last time I played this game. I can get up to the 5th boss without continuing. But, it appears tonight I won't be breaking that record. Still, not a 1cc, and I know that's what a lot of people go for, but... can't we settle for a little less than perfection? That's what I want to know. Anyway. At least I managed to salvage 3 prisoners there. Also, the final stage is pretty damn merciless.
Mission complete.
Yeah, it is what they call a war hell ride in Wesley Willis's parlance. Also, notice the hidden prisoner. You know something about Nick Arcade? Why did they always have Ghost Pilots as a selectable game? That game is the very definition of mediocre. It's like broke-ass 1943 or something. Oh, hang on. I'm really focused on the game. It's a little hard for me to look at the chat right now. Oh, this bridge. This bridge is where many a 1cc run ends. So many bazooka soldiers, so many bullshit planes, so many everything, really. I didn't even know what really hit me there. And yes, Ghost Pilots is no magician lore. Oh, Jesus. I feel the air being let out of the tires rather expediently at this point. I gotta take my failures in stride. And yeah, I'd love to play some of the Turrican games, especially 2, that would be rad. The only reason to set up an Amiga emulator... God damn it, I had the shotgun and everything! You lousy bastard! Wow. Pocket. I just wanted to do some hell with the machine, with the shotgun. Is that so much to ask?
Thank you.
Well, apparently it is. And that stupid prisoner just goes flying off into the air. Although he doesn't get blown up by the bridge, so I guess he knows what's going on. But yeah, this segment is cool, if not a little hard to control. I don't remember where I first saw Ghost Pilots outside of whatchamacallit, Nick Arcade. You know, El Viento was on Nick Arcade, and no one ever played that, ever. That's bullshit. I like that game. It's far from a perfect game, but oh god, so many bazooka soldiers, like you don't even know. That ain't good, man. That ain't good for business. Oh boy. I'm not a huge fan of Ghost Pilots, but oh boy, oh wow. It looked like that hit me and it didn't do anything. Oh god. This section. Miles upon miles. But yeah, the arcade Contra would be a really fun compare and contrast. They're out of regular ammunition, so you gotta resort to shooting me with iron girders. Oh! The tank just fell into the ocean. Shit. I screwed that up. Yeah. This final level's a jerk. It's very indicative of how future Metal Slugs would be in difficulty, in my opinion. Not to sound salty. Okay, maybe a little salty. Oh, death. The Nick Arcade Sonic demo is playable? Oh, wow, that's really neat. And yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Nick Arcade was the early 90s, and I'm gonna be honest, I do think that a lot of earlier Neo Geo games don't hold up so hot. It took a little while for the system to find its stride. I would say the stride was more or less found with Samurai Showdown in 1993. Weird ball in the beginning. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what palpable differences would be on it. And now we gotta fight Morden in his personal attack copter, the Hido. The smallest boss in the game. Huh. Unfortunately, also the hardest boss. I mean, you know what they say about big things in small packages. Actually, I don't know the exact phrase, but it sure is a phrase. And how's the helicopter teleport up there anyway? Just gonna spam my bombs at it. Yeah, at this point, my method of victory is basically bomb spam. I'm trying to stay out of the way of his bazooka, which unfortunately he's not making it easy to do. Oh yeah, we all know about the Metal Slug 3 final stage. It's ooh, like a circus ball. It sounds like some interesting physics for Sonic students. Death Strike, I'm gonna say X. Metal Slug 3 honestly just gets really long in the tooth. The first half of 3 is great, but the last half, aka the entire final mission, is kind of bulldog. Kind of sort of really bulldog. Yeah, I know Dyer's not a huge fan of fighting games, but for better or worse, it was the big thing, and it was SNK's bread. It did give them a rather noted identity while Capcom was keeping the Street Fighter brand alive. In fact, Capcom wasn't even exclusively focusing on Street Fighter. And there's More Than Dead. Only it comes back inexplicably in the last game, so... X is also not a fan of fighting games. Well, that's too bad because I am. Although, I don't think I could ever play fighting games live on stream. I get really salty really easily. Only 3 continues! And 33 recaptured prisoners. Let's go with that. I could shank Morden for some more points. I'm not sure if I knew that. I remember that Darkstalkers revival that totally didn't happen because Capcom was a huge piece of shit during the Gears years? Anyway, this is an interesting musing that none of the other Metal Slug games ever did. Darkstalkers is only alive as costumes in Street Fighter V. Thank you, Dyer. I appreciate it. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, actually, for all the good games. Yeah, the PSP Darkstalkers was something that I wish I had gotten. Although, I guess the PSP isn't suited for most fighters outside of Tekken. But it's nice that they had all of the characters in it. Yeah, King of Fighters 98 is actually a fighting game that Dyer likes, so... It's still probably the best one after all these years. Yeah, if only they'd reuse the Morgan sprite. But yeah, something that the ending of this Metal Slug does that no other Metal Slug ever does... It has this surprisingly grim ending where you just pan over all the places you've been as this lone airplane flies out from one of the few soldiers who's still alive. And it just flies through areas broken with the corpses of his fallen comrades. It's... it is... And look! There's a woman there mourning what was presumably either her brother or her father or her boyfriend or whatever. Deathstrike, I can't say for sure, but I'm not going to be on that list, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's exactly it, Snarbu. The first game was actually a surprisingly soulful reflection on war and the nature of it. And then 2 onward, they lost that element, they just went for kooky sci-fi shit. Not that I dislike the kooky sci-fi shit in and of itself, but I think it is a little bit of a shame that the game lost its peace forever direction there. And yes, I have played In the Hunt. It is really a good game, but I am just so totally awful at it. Like... You thought I was baddish at Metal Slug? No, Snarv, I'm not going to play 4 next. That's the crappy one. I'll save it for another stream. I think that's enough Metal Slug for tonight. But I did say earlier that I wanted to play the arcade Contra because X thought it would be fun to see me suffer through it. So, a boobity bibbity blop. Let's see, I should... Oh, oops. Wrong thing. I should probably center this a little more properly. No, I don't think I have the proper tools to emulate Metal Slug 3D. Wish I did. Right. Oh, Jesus. I'll just do it on Well, I just threw it out offhand, and X thought it would be a fun star. Now, I'm making my grave online in it. Here comes the arcade Contra with this ungodly, shitty firing tracking, which the NES version did not have, and it was a lot better. But the shooting in this... Oh, yeah, it is loud. Sorry. There we go. Ooh, the arcade aliens. That's a good suggestion. Now it's a little too quiet. Okay, there we go. I'm really crappy with the volume thing. It's something I need to get more accustomed to in my strams. Super Contra. I'll consider that, but I can't guarantee I can beat it. In fact, I'm not even sure I can beat this. For an arcade game, it actually limits your continues, which I don't have to tell you is really fucking stupid. Haunted Castle did the same thing, come to think of it. Also, I would argue that the machine gun is probably actually better than the spread gun in this game. It's a lot faster than it is in the NES version, which is one of the few advantages I can give this game compared to the NES version. I don't know why I wanted to destroy that crate, but I failed at it. I have beaten Super Contra before, but it was a really close race, and I don't think I can replicate that. Oh! Fuck me. Hell, it begins. My descent into hell. Yeah, I'll get to Turk sometime, but I'm feeling arcadey tonight. That being said, I definitely should get on it at some point. Yeah. Improved graphics on the NES. I mean, I've seen, like, this textured music pack for Mega Man that makes it a lot more advanced. It makes it almost look, I don't know, more like an SNES game or whatever. Maybe not to that degree, but it's pretty cool. The colors are a little washed out, that is true. Oh, the shitty fire. The fire is still shitty in this game. It is a fast game, certainly. Maybe a little bit too madcap, I don't know. I can just say that the whole package feels a little off compared to the NES one. Then again, I grew up playing the NES one, so I know I'm biased. Also, this boss is different, and ow, screw you. I will say I appreciate that the barrier lasts longer, though, and it gives you more of an indication when it's going to run out. Unlike the NES game, where you just kind of had to gauge that. Advantages there are. And yeah, Aliens I would love to play. Although, man, I'm really bad at that game. It's very embarrassing. I'll play it for as long as I don't look like a total chump. Oh yeah, the core's up there. That's great. That's really great. Ooh, here we go. Oh, the jump has rapid fire on it. I'll stick with the machine gun, thank you. Arcade Bionic Commando, that's another good suggestion. I'll get to that after Aliens. And yes, it is bad. It's, that's another game where I'm much more used to the NES version, and that's just because the NES version is actually one of the best games I've ever played. I can roll for laser. In fact, it's pretty good for taking these out. Hang on, gotta concentrate. Gotta concentrate. Boom. Gun Force, another good idea. Battlefire engulf Terror Island. Although, yeah, the first one ain't great. It's mostly Gun Force 2 that gets all the bingus, and probably rightfully so. Wow, the laser's really powerful in this game. I'm actually kind of digging this. Also, this boss seems easier. Of course, I say that, and then one of these things is just going to go flying at me at warp speed. Contra for higher res sprite pack. I'll give it a check out. Oh, no. No, not SNES Gun Force. I'm only sticking to main tonight. Unless you want me to take some minutes to set an appropriate, emulator up. Damn. That didn't go so hot. Okay, looks like that lingering explosion was, fatal. Great. Well, everything's fatal in this game, to be fair, but... I hate those stationary gunners. They just kind of pop out of nowhere. X, I'll take your suggestion for the future. But I don't feel like putting myself through too much agony currently. I know, it's a wuss move. Let's see if I can blow this guy up. Yeah! Gotcha! You prink. Ah. Now victory should be guaranteed. Hey, that's fair. Thank you, though. Uh-oh. It's the football man! Ow! Bogus! How do I even dodge that? Interestingly, he's at the start of the energy zone for some reason instead of at the end of it. Not sure why, but there it is. And yeah, their truck should have aimed lower, but I'm personally glad it didn't and that they were an idiot about it. Here's the power laser. And there is another laser. Oh yeah, there's another footballer at the end of the level. And he's just as annoying. And then this is the hangar, which, I don't know which way I should go here. I don't really trust either direction. I guess I'll do... Oh god. Woohoo! God, the aiming is suck. Oh boy. This is a fantastically bad idea. Ooh, just missed it. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yes, diagonal firing is terrible because of the slow tracking that your bullets do. The hangar is also much shorter, and you get to the alien base earlier. Basically, it's only 3 levels long. It's funny. The arcade version is only 3 levels long, and then the home port managed to draw it out to 8. This boss is also much harder, but a bit more fragile. And here come the mouths. Gotta destroy them all. Okay, so what's on my docket? Yeah, technically it's only 3 stages long, and ow. Hang on, gotta focus. Final boss is actually much... 5 stages, really? The arcade Super Contra is 5 stages. Also, this is a lot more bullshit compared to the NES version. Oh god. My lives are just going down very expediently. Maybe I better destroy that. Ow, fuck you. Oh, no. Oh, the bases are separate levels, right. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm stupid. Okay. So yeah, the final boss is a lot more asshole-ish. But I did it. Hooray for me. Was it worth it? I'm doing that flat, wobbly hand gesture. I gotta grab a drink. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that. I had to go to the bathroom, so, you know, that'll do something. Who's my favorite Contra character? Good question. Probably Brownie from Hardcore. He's an adorable little robot who's by and far the best character in the game. So, at least that's my opinion. Others may have other opinions. Brony. I don't think that's how you spell that. Anyway. Sheena, also a good choice. I like Lucia a lot in Shattered Soldier, too. Anyway, I'm pretty bad at this game, so I don't know if you guys... Oh, right, gotta move the emulator back. Thanks for denoting that, sir. Alrighty. You can tell I'm an amateur at this, right? Oh, I gotta set the controls too. Oh god. Batting 1,000 here. Anyway. Bad Contra character. I don't know. Probably someone in Road Corps. I got nothing. Anyway, this game is unique in that it combines beat-em-up perspective with run-and-gun elements. The only other game off the top of my head I can think of that does this is Data East's Robocop 2. But yeah, this is a licensed title that is quite damn good. Oh, that's how to use the bombs. Yeah, Newt's just kind of going off on her own thing. That sounds very weird, expert. Very weird indeed. Oh boy. Come at me, you ugly son of a rar. But yeah, since I am playing a licensed game, let's talk about the Alien series, which is, of course, one of the more fascinating series of films out there, and that for its first 2 movies were really quite fantastic.
Come on!
I just wanted to come on. This is Konami X. If you can believe it. Not a fan of Cheryl from Silent Hill. Yeah, pretty much Alien and Aliens are the only ones that you really need. The first, one of the greatest horror movies of all time. The latter, a really fantastic horror action film that's also a deconstruction of military machismo, which Predator also was. I realize the chat is slightly obscured on my end. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Oh, it goes a lot faster if you actually hold the button. Fascinating. Oh. Be prepared to hear that death groan a lot. This game gets really wicked. Or maybe I'm just bad at it. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're taking the flame. Use our auto fire, but come on, it's the iconic flamethrower. How can I not use it? Yeah, Alien's been a really interesting series as far as video game properties go. Alien vs. Predator has yielded a great beat-em-up and a pretty damn good first-person shooter, which I still need to get on. But from what I understand, the two AVP movies that we got are total nothing burgers. Hey Nathan, welcome to the stream. I don't know if you guys want to see this to the end, or because I'm not going to want to see this. I'm not even sure if I can 10cc it. Oh yeah, right, I need to shoot up. Forgot about that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, at least one more continue, and I'll see how this goes from here on. But yeah, the first Alien is really fantastic. Love the skewer that they pulled, where they made you think that Tom Skerritt was going to be the lead of the film, and then he died about midway into it. Or about 2/3 of the way, I don't remember exactly what. And then Aliens had a lot of fun characters, only to kill off a good swath of them in rather short time. And, of course, the constant element is the star-making of Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley, one of the most fantastic heroines in movie history. Dyer, I will play the 2600 Alien sometime, but I feel like sticking to the arcade, and I got a request for the arcade Bionic Commando, which I will play probably after this. Well, I survived the elevator cables, at least. Oh. Oh, boy. And then it just speeds off. I think maybe my problem is that I'm too hasty in this game, I don't know. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go to bat. Alien 3 is honestly not bad. Yes, what it does in the beginning is real bullshit after Alien's relatively, well, maybe not upbeat, what's the word I'm looking for? Relatively peaceful ending, let's say. And how they just totally shat on it was very unfortunate. And yes, most of the characters are terrible prisoners who aren't very sympathetic. But Sigourney herself is still very good, of course. Charles Dance was really good in it, and it's a shame that, spoilers, he's the first character to die? Come on, that was a mistake. But honestly, I liked Alien 3 when I saw it. Maybe it was the interesting lighting, maybe it was the dire mood, maybe it was the Elliot Goldenfall soundtrack. I saw the extended cut, which is generally regarded as being better. So, yeah, it's not a must-see, but it's okay for what it is. For what that's worth. God, this guy's a huge pain in the ass. Now, Alien Resurrection. That movie sucks. Hey, it won up. Cool. I hate Alien Resurrection so much, but I'm going to be biased. I don't think that falls on director Jean-Pierre Jeunet, who maybe wasn't the best fit of it for it, because I feel like he really got bully-ragged by the studio. However, the script was written by one Joss Whedon, and that guy is a monster, and he's really bad by today's standards. And I would argue that he was never good, outside of maybe the first Avengers. Yeah, I would say that, although I don't know how well that film holds up compared to other Marvel efforts nowadays. I'd have to check it out. Ooh, a super. Well, that was fun. Ooh, power. I saw the pilot episode of Firefly. It was the very definition of okay. Beyond that, I think I'm good. Wow. Shit, how do I get past this? Okay. Just goes up on its own eventually. Ow. Jesus, this game is rough. I'm doing a little better than I thought I would, though. I've only had to continue, like, what, 1 or 2 times right now? 2, I think. It's the Turtles in Time Wrecking Ball, you're correct. I don't know if they actually poured that acid over or not, but I would say I think a jump button would be helpful in this game, even if a little unrealistic. Right, H.R. Geiger was only properly credited on the assembly cut. Or Giger. I think it's actually pronounced Giger, my bad. Anyway, Giger deserves all the bigness, of course he does. Really a shame he died. I mean, granted, 70s is a decent amount to live to, but it wasn't through natural causes, and that's what sucks about it. But that's getting depressing. I digress. Now, about those alien eggs, Giger reportedly made them more perverted without the studio noticing. I got a bonus life out of grabbing that pot roast somehow. No word, Dito. I haven't seen either of the Aliens vs. Predator movies. I heard they were extremely bland and not really worth my time, so I just never got around to them. Oh boy, this thing looks rather R-typey, if you catch my drift. Watchable but pointless. That's a totally fair assessment. Whoa! Bullshit! Oh boy. Gotcha. Oh, not dead yet. Yeah, the second one is even worse than the first somehow. I wanted to say this about Alien Resurrection. It has both Ron Perlman and Brad Dourif in it, two of the greatest character actors ever. And it was still a really rotten film, which should tell you everything, like, that even they couldn't save it. Hobomancer? A, welcome. And B, I genuinely like Predator 2, honestly. Predator 2 is very weird. It has some tonal inconsistencies in it. But, let me back up a little bit. Of course, the first Predator is fantastic, but... And this is a hot take. In some ways, there are... I'm not sure if Predator 2 is overall a better film, but... There are some things that I like more about it. I mean, it's got Gary Busey and... Bill Paxton in it, so there's that. And I kind of like the city setting. Of course, Danny Glover's great, as he always is. And it's a very bonkers film. As classic as the first Predator is, I think that 2 is pretty underrated. And then I saw Predators, or Predator 3, I guess you could say. That was the one with Adrian Brody and a pretty damn good ensemble cast. It was the very definition of okay. Nothing about it really stood out to me. It was just kind of... eh. It existed. That's all I can say about it. And yes, as Dyer said, there is Prometheus. I never saw Prometheus, but, the reaction about it's been pretty mixed, to say the least. a friend of Dyer and ours, Devilman, Devil really fucking hated that movie because it really didn't explain anything at all about the Alien series mythos. If anything, it just left more questions open. So I understand. But again, I haven't seen the film, so I don't really know what to tell you. Damn, if I know I was fighting this boss, I would have brought the flamethrower. At least I assume that would kill it in a pretty short order. This just ain't working so well. So I destroy this boss's orbs and then it just generates more? Is that what's happening? Jesus. Well, now I got my normal guns, so I'm just gonna have to... Okay, it died. And Alien Covenant, I hear, is just... blah. Even more dicey than Prometheus. Yeah, Prometheus has not been on my priority of films to watch anytime soon. I mean, you know, it is what it is, whatever it is. I think I was going to say something else about it, but now I don't remember. Ooh, I like these bat bullets. So, you lousy ankle biter. Questions will be answered. Wow! That was really the marketing campaign they went with? Holy shit, what an absolute lie! At least I have it on full faith and credit that this is indeed an absolutely bogus falsehood. Wow, though, like... How do you even... Like, how do you even fuck up that bad? God, this segment's a real warp. Hell, But yeah, the Alien series has been bizarre and turbulent. I hate to say it, but is it catty of me to say that Ridley Scott might have lost his touch over the years? Also, the flamethrower is probably the best power-up. You should really just go with it every time. Oh, the Blu-ray answered the question. Blade Runner is in the same... Wow. That's wild. I know that opinions on Blade Runner are mixed. Wait. Is that really canon? That might be kind of stupid. I don't know. I mean, if it is really canon, wouldn't we hear about the Weyland-Yutani Corporation as, like, a rival to the Tyrell Corporation or something? What's up with that? Ow. I'll stick that flame, yo. I'm doing better in this game than I normally do. I'm at least trying to stay alive-ish. I know Dyer's not a big fan of Blade Runner. He's tried to watch it more than once, and it just put him to sleep. I wasn't the biggest fan of Blade Runner for a while, until I watched the final cut. And then it finally sunk in and said, oh wow, this is a pretty great movie. Even if some elements are maybe a little dicey about it. But, now, for the most part, it's pretty damn fantastic. Get roasted, bastards. Blade Runner 2049, some people absolutely loved that film. I thought it was alright. I mean, Denis Villeneuve is a fantastic director, and I'm glad Roger Deakins finally won his well-deserved cinematography award for it. But, I don't know. I might have to watch it again for it to really sink in, which I had to do for the original. So, I would like to see it again someday. That's the best way I can put it. The best thing about 2049 is that they limited Jared Leto to only having 2 scenes. I appreciate that. If they had to have him in here, there, at least he didn't take up much more than 5 minutes of screen time. Despite ostensibly being the main villain now, which is kind of hilarious. Fuck Jared Leto. Oh! The Electro Twins! This fight seems like bullshit. Or is this easier than other bosses I've fought? Actually, you know, this isn't as bad as the Orb alien. Yeah, Blade Runner is probably not a film you can really appreciate as a kid. It's one of those things that probably gets better with age. Oh, now it's bullshit. Fantastic. That's the thing about those twin bosses. They always get harder when you kill one of them. One of the most tastefully distasteful. I think I know what you mean, and yeah, that part was kinda weird, to say the least. Yeah, Expert, that's the thing. I think Blade Runner is sort of a case of false advertising. I mean, I hear that, and I think of... when I hear Blade Runner, I think of, like, a ninja or something of the future. Like Strider. If Blade Runner were about the Striders, then it would have been a fantastic movie that everyone would have loved. But as it is, the film is kind of a misnomer. I mean, you hear that, you think badass action film. In reality, it's really more of a neo-noir that's, noir. I don't know how the hell to pronounce that word. I know that Oscar Pistorius guy was called the Blade Runner. At least until he murdered his wife, but, you know, that's got nothing to do with anything. And hey, it's the Alien Queen! AKA Queen Festering Pulsating Slug for a Butt. Or, whatever that character was called in Earthworm Jim. Yeah, you know, they could have called it Stunrunner. Wow, that fight looked easier than any of the other bosses I've done. But, if you're familiar with the film, if you have seen Aliens, then you know I'm not done quite yet. Very cool background, though, I gotta say. Ah, the willingness for little girls for Halloween versus I see. So, it really was another name. I do wonder how things would be if they had gone with another name after all, because I still think that a title more befitting. I mean, you know, the work that it was loosely based off of course, was Philip K. Dick's The Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. And if the movie is called something like An Android's Dream, then I think that would have been a lot more fitting. But, well, you know. Oh wait, this guy again. Only now he's spitting out the orbs instead of having them revolve around him. And me without the flame attack. Well, I died, so it's rude. Also, Lance Henriksen is great in everything he's in. Well, since we're talking about sci-fi movies tonight, what can we say about The Terminator? That's mostly irrelevant, I just felt like, you know, James Cameron's involvement, I might as well go to his most famous work. I'm sure that Dyer will say that the first two Terminators are all you need. And I absolutely agree. That really is all you need. I saw Terminator 3, it was mid. I thought it was alright when I first saw it, but over time I'm just like, yeah, maybe I didn't need to see that. And I never saw any other film in the series after that. Ow! Okay, better get that power loader. Yeah, Terminator 3 was kind of bullshit, wasn't it? Ow! I don't know how to handle this fight outside of being a fuckfest. Yeah, I heard that Dark Fate was actually pretty good. I may get on that someday if I can't think of anything better to watch. So, here's the eternal debate that I present, and one that I'm always interested to learn about. Do you like Terminator 1 or Terminator 2 better? Write it. I like how this becomes a beat-em-up for the end. Albeit this is probably the hardest part of it. I'm really getting my ass kicked. I don't know how many times I've continued at this point. About 10 or so. This is actually better than I've done on this game before. I haven't done as poorly as I thought I would. I gotta say, I agree with Zapp and Dyer. I personally love the first Terminator more. The second Terminator is great. Don't get me wrong, Terminator 2 Judgment Day is really fantastic in a lot of ways. But it's a bit of a slower film. Yeah, I agree with Zapp. The pacing can be a little odd. The first Terminator was really quick, almost blindingly so. Any exposition was spat out by Kyle Reese while he and Sarah were driving the hell away from the Terminator. And that I appreciated. Terminator 2 had more slower and reflective moments, and thank you, X. I really should have kept track of how many continues I used, but I think that was slightly better than I've done at this game before. Or at least the game was slightly shorter than I remember it being. The Aliens pacing could be a little odd at times, that is true. I think Terminator 2 goes bigger with its themes and its visuals, and, of course, the T-1000 is still a masterwork of CGI, even after all these years. Some CGI, some practical special effects. Thank you, Dyer. I appreciate it. Thank you, Zapp. I appreciate that, too. And now, if Deathstrike is still here, they said Bionic Commando, so, I might as well. Even if this is so not a great game. We'll see if it... Oh, thank you, Nathan. I also appreciate that. We'll see how well I can go for this one before it frustrates me. I mean, I played the NES Bionic Commando and the NES Contra on stream recently. I might as well give similar attention to their arcade versions. Whoa! Yeah. No. Maybe a little more. I agree. Confusing is definitely what this game is. Oh yeah, and you die in one hit! I mean, you did in the original game. You did the NES game as well, but that changed after getting a few bullets. And I died again. Oh god, I'm already hating this. No problem, Max. I felt that that would only be appropriate. Wow, those bees just went up in flames. No, Zapp, I don't think I've seen the director's cut. I did hear it did some things differently, though. I should get around to it sometime. Wow. Not even halfway through the first stage and I already biffed it. This is not a serious play. In fact, I don't know if anyone wants me to switch games already. Because I think this has sufficiently demonstrated why this game is bad. It gives an even more absolute... Are you kidding me? God. Yeah, it gives a more absolute ending from what I understand. That, yeah, oh, for... Yeah, just get me the hell out of here. Okay, that's not the exit. And those flying lizards are just above my shooting range. I am advancing mostly by parachute, and that's not a good sign. Oh, Lord, why am I flying this? No, I don't know what's up with the dragon babies, but I hate them. I died again! 2 continues, and I'm not even through the first fucking stage yet. Oh god, this is hell. This game's a lot shittier than I remember it being. Well, we got to the end. I guess that's something. Zap, this is the arcade Bionic Commando, and it is honestly not a good game. I gotta say, the NES version, you know, in comparison, it's like night and day. It's not even the same game, and that's a good thing in the NES game's favor. Yeah, you know, Starve, they definitely can't... Oh my god, they can't all be zingers. And yes, the end of stage sign is pretty hilarious when you put it that way. I don't trust that cannonball. I assure you this is going to go awry. And yep, this is a music track that you hear in Area 1 of the original. I keep wanting to call the NES version the original when this was actually the original. I know, it's pretty ironic. Oh, Lord. I wish it were. Dead. Of course there are searchlights. Oh boy, that guy's running at me with missiles. I think Rockin' Rope's a very damn good game. This is not Rockin' Rope. Oh, for shit's sake. Yeah, the grappling hook is really slow, I gotta say. Let's see if I can get that done. I guess that's the rocket launcher. Wow, that was actually easier than the first stage. Well, at the very least, I only used 1 continue in this one. Oh, sorry to hear that, X. That always blows. That's probably just Twitch being an A-wipe. You know how it goes. Infiltration! I noticed that was kind of misspelled. Wait. My Contra playthrough bled over this one. What does that mean? Yeah, I'm amazed that Rearmed happened too. It is a quite damn good remake, even if I still do prefer the original. It doesn't do everything better, but it's still an admirable effort. What? Wow, what's with these little... What's with these little Yoda lizards, anyway? And how do they... You know, if I could fire up, that would solve, like, half of this game's problems. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we... Okay! That was a complete failure. Well, at least I didn't die. I guess it could have been even more complete. But it was still a failure. I guess I'll take that 10,000 point cross, but... Oh, good it does me. Yeah, there's the small soul. Of course not. Oh yeah, there's this... Okay. I didn't realize he could get killed by that. I was showing my prior Contra run with bits of glitchy biocom over it. Wow! That's weird. I don't know why it would do that. Oh, nope. Hang on. Dark Void. Probably the biggest evidence of Capcom's attempted, wow, the West is so great. I want to make games exactly like the West does in the 7th generation, because the West is superior. Because after 20, 30 years of not being the top dogs, suddenly they're the top dogs again. They want to prove it with their very, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Okay, that went nowhere. Forget I said that. Oh, for fuck's sake. It was at that time that I realized Inafune might have been kind of a hack. So, yeah. Wow, actual bosses. Not that they put up much of a fight, but I guess it was enough to put me in my place. Don't worry, only 2 more stages to suffer through with this pile. Oh hey, this track also made it to the NES version. Ow, my ears. Huh, so Yuji Naka is considered to be an asshole now? I missed the memo on that. What evidence is there of Yuji Naka being a butt? Also, I have no idea what that gun's supposed to do. Huh, pack of cigs. Not really worth much, but I'll take it. Oh wow, an elevator sequence! I'm sure this is going to be completely fair for what I can do. Anyway, what I was trying to say before I just kind of went off the rails is that the 7th gen was undoubtedly the gen when Western gaming was the absolute most dominant force and Japanese gaming was honestly kind of suffering. I guess you could argue some seeds of that were sown in the 6th, but in 7 it came to full fruition. And I hate to sound like a biased weeb, but for the most part, I thought that was unfortunate. I mean, if the West made better games, then sure, it would be awesome, but it was also a time when games got all grim and, like, tried to be artsy and had a lot of Iraq war comparisons in them and shit like that. It was definitely gaming during the W years, and it was... Okay, it was only the W years for a couple of years, to be fair. I guess most of the 7th gen was actually under Obama's tutelage. So, before any thanks Obama jokes are made, I just want to say that... As much as I'm not a huge fan of the 7th gen, I know it has its fans, and there was still some good stuff released over that. Are you kidding me? I gotta climb all that way back up because of... God, this game is full of bullshit. My God. Again, if I could shoot upward... The thing of it is, he didn't feel like he needed to shoot upward in the NES version. Here, it feels like a really frustrating limitation. I'm not sure if Duke Nukem was inspired by this. Duke Nukem's actually a good game. Okay, it's the end of stage 4. Why? Oh, I guess I need to kill this guy. Expert, if you're talking about Phil Fish... You're talking about Phil Fish, right, Expert? Oh, geez, Zap, that sucks. That's definitely a businessman's move, if I do say so. I know you wanted to be cordial about it, but I won't. I guess maybe it's not totally fair to dump on Phil Fish because he probably wasn't the most stable fella out there. But only during the 7th generation, only during the Gears years, could he outright say that Japanese games suck as a sweeping blanket statement, and managed to not get totally ridden out of town on a rail. That's what the state of gaming was at the time. I wanted to say it had a bit of a nationalist bent to it. If that's... I don't know if that's unfair to say, but... like... it just felt like Western gaming was all loud and proud of itself, when really it just got kind of ugly. In my humble opinion, anyway. Oh boy! This subject sure got grim, didn't it? Oh hey, it's a power core. Don't worry, it just means I have to go a little farther. Alex, I'm sure not everyone will agree with that assertion, but it just feels like something I can get out of my head. It was a very dark and stupid time for the industry. And there, I guess I killed not Hitler. I don't even know who this guy's supposed to be. Well, this game's over. That sure was fantastic, wasn't it? You failed your duty. Well, X, I appreciate the support on that. Explode, yes. That base sure was going to explode, wasn't it? And then it starts over. Ugh. Okay, I think there was at least one more game request, but now I can't remember what it was. What did anyone else say I should play? Well, quote-unquote beating it, I really just credit well-fed that one. But it was a very, fun in a stupid way, so... Gun Force, that was it, yes. I'll be right back, gotta go get a drink again. Oh yeah, I had a water bottle available, so that makes things easy. Hey, see you later, Dyer. Thank you for stopping in. I may or may not be on tomorrow, but I'll see you when I see you next. Take care. Okay, I guess we'll give Gun Force a shot. That's a shame, Wardito. It's one of my favorite games ever. I think Bionic Commando on the NES is very much worth playing. This might be a somewhat limp ending to the night, but that's a fair request. I'll stick with it. It's not a game... I know, that's loud. Hang on. It's not a game I would have thought of doing off the top of my head. Yes, I will get to Gun Force 2 someday. But for now, you can see the sort of shades of Metal Slug in there with the auto weapon here. Hey, you know what? If I were to write a review of this game, the headline would be Metal Shrug. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, right, stock screen. Completely devoid of imagination or enthusiasm. It's pretty by the numbers, but I will give it this. For an Irem game, at least it's not complete bullshit. At least you can continue on the spot if nothing else. I mean, I'm certainly getting my ass kicked, but Boz. The Boz. Oh, great. Fantastic. That's just great. Sometimes you gotta play the mediocre games to appreciate the good ones more. Although, I'm not even sure if this can be called mediocre. 2 continues, and I'm not even out of the first... God! Why? Come on, I can do a little better than this. Or maybe I can't, and I'm just fooling my... Oh my god. Well, you'll be hearing that death scream an awful lot, so get used to it. I'm going to keep a running tally of all my continues. Everyone's always concerned about 1cc's. Well, I go for the low blow. I will take as many continues as it takes. And I will keep a running tally of them. We are at 2 so far. And yeah, Haunted Castle is... I know Dyer likes that game and all, but it's got problems. It is... Well, Dyer's not here now, so I can badmouth it if I want. 3 continues, and counting. Wow, this flamethrower is kind of underwhelming. Haunted Castle is not very good, no. FT in the copy. Man, that bridge at the end. You think that game can't get any harder, and then it just pulls that shit on you. You call this a boss fight? Maybe a Compilion boss fight, but it doesn't really fit running guns so well. Every single boss in this game is a Contra wall, yes. Also, I think that was a little easier in the first stage. I said the same thing about Bionic Commando. I only had to continue once to that one. Of course, maybe the beginning there was just opening night jitters, I don't know. Well, at least the Boz is keeping me down. Oopsies. There we go. Hey, I think I got a bone slide. Okay. Kind of appreciate the manual skill. Okay, even for me, that was stupid. Continue number 4. Let's keep this shit show rolling. Oh, God. Well, fuck you too, buddy. Okay, this is okay, why didn't I... Whatever, never mind. X, I would normally say, if I was being heated, I would not want you to laugh at me like that, but I invite everyone to laugh at this playthrough. This is more comedy than anything else at this point. I'm not taking this seriously, and neither should you. Like, this game is just such a nothing burger. Is nothing burger the correct term for this? Continue 5! And let's just keep a rolling with this shitty-ass, mediocre-ass, not great-ass game. Oh, boy. And to think the SNES port is even worse than this. Ooh. Well, that was immensely stupid. I don't really know what a nothing burger is. It's just a term that I've heard to describe things that people don't like. It's another Contra wall. This time it's made of satellites. Continue number 6. Fuck you! I wish I had the vibes right now. But the auto is better than nothing at least. A bad sandwich. This game is a bad sandwich. Also, I'm gonna say, your character looks like a total dork. He doesn't really look like a badass, in my opinion. Oh, a tank! Oh, this is something, at least. Oop, okay, didn't want to jump out of that. Well, this is kinda cool. I'll give credit where it's due. Oh, well. That's the end of that. Oh, hey! Now I've got an APC. Oh, no. That's the end of that again. Oh, God. Oh, hey! Another tank! This is probably the best level so far. Okay, never mind. Well, at least it's short. It's another Contra wall, Charlie Brown. Oh, God. Continue number 7, I think? I might be starting to lose count, I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. Oh. I mean, the level that offers maybe the coolest part of the game is not in the NES version. Oh yeah! Right! This is one of those games that keeps track of continues, so it is 7 so far. Thanks for knowing that, Snarb. I was so blinded by this game's utter blandness. That blandness means blindness. They died as they live. Blow up. Not a sterling game from Irem, huh? Granted, a good deal of Irem games, in my opinion, don't really hold up. But this one, so doesn't. So doesn't. Well, at least enemies don't kill you to the touch, so there is that. It gave a sped-up scream. Wow. That was the most useless boat ever. I couldn't have just swam that distance. Maybe I kill these guys before I get... No, I guess I'm just going to kill them. I had blown away X thing. I will head to the right place. Riveting dialogue. Very fascinating. Okay, so I can die in that. That's great. Oh, 8 continues, by the way. I forgot to note that. It's going to be 9 very soon, I assure you. Wow! That was even faster than I thought it would be. These enemy firing times are bullshit. There's no rhyme or reason to them. They just shoot when they want to. In Metal Slug, at least the characters have decent animations, which kinda foretell their attacks. Oh great, it's 4 cannons on some sort of thing. And I can't even do a lame boss like this one. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Oh wait, there's more to it! Wow, fascinating. This makes you want to play it. Yeah, I would definitely play Hakane over this piece of shit any day of the week. Anyway, let's continue number 10. We have reached double digits. We're at bingo fuel, ladies and gentlemen. Well, at least this turret literally can't hurt me. That's probably not a good use of the word literally. Eh, whatever. X and Y. That's all there is to this guy. I promise I will play Gun Force 2 someday to make up for this absolute shit. I went from mediocre to shit in this game. It is just pissing me off the more I play it. Oh, God. Well, that's 11. I gotta climb this ladder again. Oh, again, at least this isn't an Irem game that forces you to go back on continues. I think that's relatively important, because if I was playing a game like that, we would be here absolutely all night into tomorrow. This is Scott is a better catchphrase. Hey y'all, Scott here. Number 12. Fuck it. So, what is the most mediocre game that you have ever played in your life? What game... Oh, see you later, Hobomancer. Thank you for stopping in. I may or may not be on tomorrow. You take care and peace. And sorry I had to end on such a shitty note. Yeah, I think this will be the last game for tonight. I can't take much more of this. Oh, hey! It's a walker, and I'm getting assaulted by a lot of guys. Okay, I can't get this through here. So, that sucks. What?! Okay. This is a twist. All of a sudden, I'm fighting actual aliens. Why couldn't the game have had more variety like this? I thought I had found a safe spot, but the only thing safe was not my innocence. Let's continue 13. I'll probably continue 14 times even. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, now it's spitting stuff down at me. Clone of Astro Boy Omega Factor. 0 elegance in design. Ooh, that sounds pretty bad. Well, at least they put a little effort into this final boss. That's something, at least. I win. Woo. God, that was... maybe the stupidest playthrough I've had on this channel so far. A total achievement in dumbassery. Well, thank you. I'm not sure I deserve the GG or the congrats, but... I guess I deserve some thanks for tolerating this game long enough to get through to it, so... You know, that's something. Boy, oh boy. I don't think we could do any better. You know, this is a really limp note to end on, so I'm just going to go for one more game. A very old school, very much a favorite. Vegas copy of the 20th century. Yeah, sorry, there wasn't really much I could do to prevent that. It's Robotron 2084. I think I deserve to play a game that is actually good after suffering through what I just went through there. So let me just set it up. Left, left, right. You know what? I'm not sure about the 90s remake. I honestly never played it. Still too loud, I'm sure. This game is total adrenaline junkie psychedelica. Hey, thank you, Zach. You take care, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope to see you next time, whenever that is. May or may not be tomorrow. We shall see. But if not tomorrow, then I think I'll go for Friday. Those triangle bots are jerks, or whatever you call them. I, got a little greedy there, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. And here comes the brainwave! Ow. Even by my standards, that was stupid. Wordito, that's not a bad way of putting Robotron. It does share quite a few similarities with Smash TV. Let's save that one up there. Lots of points, lots of points. Okay, there we go. Good, good. Points are everything in this game. You can get a lot of bonus lives really expediently if... God, I hate those triangle bots. Or, I don't know what you call them, but they're dicks. Oh, she died. Too bad. Oh, great. Now we're dealing with these fuckers. Hey, a bonus life! And I died again! Great! I gotta deal with these Roomba bots, and they're even worse. Oh god, they're everywhere. Well, it's too late for me. Good night, kitties. I'm probably dead. Oh, no, wait. Okay, one more level. I'm probably dead soon. I'm just being realistic. Wave 8. I've probably done better. Bubbles is an underrated game, yes. Oh, Fire Up, gotcha. Oh! Well, I guess I didn't oh, no, wait. Apparently, my high score is... all the way up to 247775. I do not know how I managed to pull that off. And yes, this is a game that actually saves your score somehow. Alrighty. It's few minutes before midnight, but I think I better pack up. It's been kind of an exhausting day. But yeah, I thought that was a better cap on things than fucking Gun Force. Battlefire engulfed Shitty Island. What a pile that game is. Wow. Alrighty. You all have a good night. Thank you, my lovely patrons. You all take care, and I will see you when I see you next time. When that is, I don't know, but someday I will again show. Peace, y'all.